Let's be honest, revision are a part of every creative process. Sometimes it's a small tweaks and sometimes it feels like we are designing the whole thing from scratch. But here is the good news. Revision don't have to be frustrating and chaotic. Hi, my name is Shilpa and welcome back. Revision are a natural part of every creative or a technical project. Whether you are a designer, developer, product manager or even a writer, revision shapes the final outcome. But the real difference lies in how we manage them. With a solid process, revision become productive, not overwhelming. Step 1. Clarify. Once we receive the feedback, the first thing we make sure that we truly understand it. We ask the clarify question instead of guessing. If client says, I don't like the header, we dig deeper. Is the header too visibly heavy? Is it off brand? Or is it not performing well on the user test? Getting clarity prevents unnecessary work and ensure we are solving the real problem, not just the visible symptoms. Step 2. Prioritize. After we understand the feedback, we don't treat all the revision equal. We prioritize the change based on the impact. Revisions that improve usability or functionality always comes first, like making a CTA clearer or reducing the friction in the flow. Aesthetic or subjective preferences like color tweaks or alternative icon styling comes after the first impact. We always look at the revision and ask, does that help the user? Does this support the business goal? Is it the quick fix or a deeper design change? This priority-driven approach keeps the timeline realistic and help everyone align on what matters the most. Step 3. Document. Good team makes revisions and great team track revisions. We keep living revisions log that record what we requested, who requested it, the reason behind it, when it was completed, any follow-up notes. This eliminates confusion, avoid lost messages and increase the transparency. Client can see progress clearer. Any new team member can instantly understand the project, history and evaluation. Step 4. Implement and review. Once everything is clarified, prioritized and documented, we make the updates. But we never just make the changes and send them back. We do an internal review first. We check, does it still align with the design system? Is it on brand? Does it solve the feedback without breaking something else? Did we accidentally introduce new issue? Sometimes a small change creates a refile effect across the product. Spacing, responsiveness, alignment, hierarchy. So we double check everything before sending it back to the client. And we share the updated feedback. We don't just say, here you go. We explain what changed and why it mattered. After major revision phase or at the end of the project, we pause to look back. We ask, did we notice recurring feedback patterns? Was feedback coming too late in the process? Could we have prevented confusion with earlier alignment or design walkthrough? Can we refine the way we present a prototype or design? This reflection isn't just a final step. It's how we continuously improve our process. Revision becomes lessons, not just a task. So dealing with revision isn't just about reacting to change. It's about following a clear, repeatable process that keeps the project smooth, professional, and aligned. Our revision feedback is simple but powerful. Clarify, prioritize, document, implement, reflect. When we follow these steps, revisions stop being stressful and become improvement that elevate the final product. Thank you.